Hello and welcome to the AI with Arun show. At the outset, a request to please consider joining us as a member and support our work. Viewers, we are now in the age of super agency. The real value today is in orchestrating complex autonomous multi-agent systems that can handle long horizon tasks. In fact, the duration these autonomous agents can work on a task without human help is doubling every 196 days. Because of this, old problems like syntax errors and writing boilerplate code are gone. Instead, engineers face new challenges, managing context and architectural integrity. Gartner predicts that by this year alone, 40% of enterprise apps will embed task-specific AI agents, which is forcing a massive rethink in how tech companies operate. Let's dive into how you can stay ahead. Remember the old days when you had rigid, separate teams for front-end, back-end, and QA? Those traditional functional silos are completely dead. Why? Because highly capable AI agents hate silos. If you divide a project too strictly, you get something called context fragmentation. This means the AI only sees a tiny, narrow slice of the problem, which leads to massive coordination headaches instead of actual coding. To fix this, companies are blowing up old hierarchies and reorganizing into smaller, autonomous units that own a project from start to finish. The data on this is wild. Gartner estimates that by 2030, a massive 80% of all large engineering teams will have completely restructured into these lean, AI-augmented units. You are no longer just a front-end dev, you own the outcome. So how are these futuristic teams actually structured? It depends on company size. Mid-sized organizations, meaning 10 to 50 people, use Centaur Pods. Picture a hybrid team of 6 to 12 humans and a fleet of agents led by a senior architect, where the AI absorbs 60 to 80% of all routine coding. But massive enterprises with 50-plus people use something called Mytotic Scaling. Instead of hiring hundreds of engineers, large orgs divide into ultra-lean autonomous teams of just 3 to 5 senior developers who achieve the output of dozens. These enterprise teams feature dual reporting. You report to a head of AI for technical standards and a product manager for project goals, all guided by a chief AI officer. It's a completely new corporate ladder. If AI is writing all the code, what do humans actually do? In 2026, we've shifted from code generators to system verifiers and orchestrators. Let's look at the new job titles. First, the senior architect is now a supernode. They set the system constraints and are graded by an architectural integrity score, which measures how perfectly the AI's output matches their core system designs. And get this, the traditional junior developer role has evolved into the AI reliability engineer, or ARE. Their job is to audit the AI's logic and write technical specs. Their main metric is mean time to verification, or MTTV, which simply means how fast they can safely review and merge an AI-generated pull request. Let's keep going with the new career paths. The AI product manager doesn't just write simple Jira tickets anymore. They define requirements by creating feature briefs for the AI to digest, and are judged on interaction churn, meaning how few prompt tweaks it takes to get a usable result. Next, we have the AI orchestration engineer. If you love system design, this is for you. They build automated workflows and manage the AI's memory, aiming for a high task completion rate, where workflows finish without any human help. Finally, with strict global rules like the EU AI Act, we have the AI ethics specialist. They monitor AI bias and ensure every single thing the AI does has a permanent, explainable audit trail for compliance. Now let's talk about your new AI coworkers. AI is no longer just a simple chatbot. It acts as a collaborator with distinct identities and specific permissions. First, we have orchestration agents. These are the brains that use the model context protocol to coordinate swarms of other subagents. Then, we have self-healing agents. They constantly monitor live production, automatically find the root cause of errors, and push patches to keep recovery times near zero. We also have code-based intelligence agents, acting as AI architects. They build live knowledge graphs so the entire system always has accurate context. Lastly, security and compliance agents are the watchdogs, constantly scanning for code-based vulnerabilities and monitoring the AI swarm for intent-based manipulation. How do you actually communicate with these autonomous fleets? It all runs on the React protocol, which stands for reasoning and acting. The cycle is simple. The agent reasons about a task, acts by calling an API or searching, observes the result, and loops back until it succeeds. But we don't just let them run wild. Teams manage this using 3 levels of checkpoints. Level 1 is simple AI workflows, where the AI just formats outputs. Level 2 is a regulated sandbox, where the AI can choose tools within predefined limits. Level 3 is full autonomy. The AI runs the whole process and only stops to ask a human for permission if it's doing something high stakes or irreversible, like deleting sensitive data. Because of everything we've talked about, the software development lifecycle has been put into hyperdrive. What used to take 6 to 12 months now takes just 6 to 12 weeks. In Phase 1, planning, we do a waterfall in 15 minutes. Humans give a brief, and AI instantly generates tech specs and data models. By design, AI tools are pumping out UI wireframes and writing front-end code simultaneously. During development, agents write up to 80% of the implementation. The biggest change is testing. It now happens concurrently. AI generates test suites from the spec before code is even written, boosting pre-production bug detection by 45%. Finally, deployment is totally automated in 1 to 3 days by AI-managed CI/CD pipelines. Forget everything you know about tracking developer productivity. Old Dura metrics like deployment frequency are completely noisy and useless now, because AI can spam thousands of lines of code in seconds. Today, the ultimate marker of a manager's success is MTTV, how fast you can verify AI code. Managers also track interaction churn to see if your AI prompts are poorly specified, and defect capture rate to see how many AI mistakes humans catch before launch. But my favorite change is the context-first definition of done. A feature isn't finished just because the code compiles. It's only done when you update the AI's long-term memory and architectural decision records. Plus, we now track cost-to-value efficiency to ensure the AI's work is actually worth its API inference costs. Finally, how do massive companies keep this from turning into total chaos? They use an AI Center of Excellence, or COE, operating as a continuous knowledge loop. Think of it as a hub-and-spoke model. The central hub, led by the head of AI, sets the safety guardrails, standardizes the tech stack, and manages model selection. The spokes are embedded AI champions, placed in every single department to enforce those best practices on live projects. Most importantly, this COE drives a sovereign AI strategy. This means big companies deploy models on their own local infrastructure to keep their proprietary data completely private and maintain strategic independence. And that, guys, is the insane reality of software engineering in 2026. Here's a breakdown of how the landscape of professional roles is evolving toward 2026. We are seeing the emergence of 5 critical roles with clear, specialized accountability. First, the Chief AI Officer, CAIO, takes on enterprise-wide strategy and governance. Next, the Senior Architect, or Supernode, defines the technical direction and prevents architectural drift. The AI Reliability Engineer is essentially an evolved developer role, now focused on logic auditing and verifying agent-generated code or products. The AI Product Manager focuses on managing uncertainty, and the AI Ethics Specialist ensures compliance and safety across all systems. Success will be measured by specific new KPIs, such as the AI-to-value ratio and mean time to verification. This represents a foundational change in workforce structure. Here are the 4 core AI agent personas you should be using. These are designed to automate crucial parts of the development and operations lifecycle. Each persona is built for a specific role with a tailored success metric. First, the orchestration agent discovery tools via the Model Context Protocol and manages entire swarms of subagents. Its success is measured by the percentage of workflows it completes autonomously. Next is the code review agent, which analyzes pull requests for security flaws and anti-patterns, ensuring clean, safe code with high defect capture before production. Third, we have the self-healing agent, an operations powerhouse that autonomously detects errors in production, performs root cause analysis, and applies patches, dramatically cutting mean time to recover. Finally, the documentation agent maintains real-time project context by generating architectural decisions, diagrams, and Swagger docs as code changes occur. Together, these agents move us towards fully automated, reliable, and well-documented software environments. Thank you for watching the AI with Arun show. Please consider joining us as a member and support our work. And please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.